Hello, my name is Josie. I'm from Germany. I'm 18 years old.
Hello, I'm Julio. I am 24 years old from Spain.
Hi, I'm Gabby. I'm from France. I'm 26 years old.
My name's Atlanta. I'm 19 years old. I was 18 when I came. I'm from Denmark.
Hello, my name is Javier. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Spain and I'm one of the PSONI European Solidarity Corps volunteers.
Hello, my name is Ola. I'm the coordinator of European Solidarity Corps project here at PSONI Gdańsk, the Polish Association for People with Intellectual Disability. Each year we have opportunity to host international volunteers in our association. They support our daily activities and our facilities. This year we have amazing opportunity to host 5 long-term volunteers and 1 short-term volunteer. So instead of telling you what volunteering at PSONI is like, I will give this opportunity to my volunteers. So let's hear their stories.
So I arrived here in Gdańsk in September, but before that I was already in May and June of 2024 near Warsaw for also a volunteering of 2 months with kids. I'm preparing a French lesson, so for that we will first start with some animals which I wrote here, and you have those pictures. And also with some food and some stuff to drink. And I'm writing also on another paper what it is in French, because I'm preparing this French lesson for the daily center today. But usually it's Julio who gives Spanish classes, and when he's not here, I give French classes. And it goes actually pretty well.
Well, I arrived here at the beginning of last November, so that's like 2 months later than the rest of the volunteers. So I think I was lucky in that sense, because all of them had already adapted to the situation here in the volunteering project. So they could show me around the city, they could tell me about the workplaces, about the people that I was going to work with, and I didn't have to experience that without knowing what's waiting for me.
So before coming here, I didn't know any Polish at all, so when it comes to communication, it was a bit challenging. Honestly, learning the language hasn't exactly been one of my priorities, but instead I prioritized learning people's names. Just because instantly, talking to the participants, it makes it easier to build a sort of connection. Also because in Poland they use a lot of nicknames, which is really cute.
People really made an effort to make us feel welcome. Even the participants sometimes try to speak to us in English. They really want to communicate, so that made it very easy. I never had any talent for learning the Polish language, even until now, so I couldn't really find my way in that. But we work, especially with the teachers, mainly with English-speaking people, so it's easy in that way. And with the participants, I mainly work with the children who do not speak at all, all of them are non-verbal, so communication is not really an issue for them. They communicate through hand signs anyway, so I adapted to that way of using hand signs. It was definitely, I'm going to be honest, a challenge very much in the beginning, especially also getting over yourself in the beginning, going to the supermarket, trying to speak to people, even when being judged sometimes because you do not speak the local language.
Noemi is a disabled girl that is in the daily center in Jagiellonska, and the thing is, she's able to, she's just not able to move, let's say, because she's almost paralyzed. But she told me with the tablet, she communicates with the tablet, and she told me that she was doing a game with Scratch, that is also a basic game developing environment. So we made a game in Godot, that is a game engine, and it's like a game made for disabled people, but from disabled people. So I was helping Noemi to, she had a game in Scratch that is also an online platform to do games, but it's more simplified. So I helped her to develop the game in a bigger platform, and now it's we have it here on Android. This is a not finished version. We're gonna add the sound effects to to the game. Also, we're gonna use this keyboard for adding extra effects. Ola asked me to help Noemi or stay with her because she did not have that time in the circle to enough time to react to the things, because if they're like, oh, what's the color that is here, she has to type it on the tablet, search for the color and type it on. For more complex things she has no time. So I was staying with her sometime with the computer and translating with the translator, talking, and then she saw me one game that she made on scratch. So then I was like, oh, I love doing little games and programming. So we wanted to do it as a big project, and that's how we ended up here. Now I think maybe in a week we'll be like almost finished to release. I just have to add more sounds that I was playing, well, not playing the piano, but making the sounds with a sound keyboard with Noemi. Like she was playing the sounds and I was recording them, and for the rest we'll just have to make up some new levels, and that will be everything.
In PSONI we have this program which is called Best Buddy, and basically it's like someone with a disability that has a volunteer with whom they would meet once a week to do activities together and everything, so that they are included also in society. So it's really a really nice program, and I think we were all very excited to start this program when we arrived. And so my best buddy is Patricia. She comes to the daily center I work in, and she's very smart, she's very nice. She has trouble speaking, a little bit of trouble walking, but other than that she's very great.
My best buddy, he's called Sebastian. I already knew him before starting our meetings because he's also a member of Remont Pom, and he's really nice. He lives in Sopot in a rehabilitation house, and most of our meetings have been in that house or around it. I think I'm lucky because he can speak some English and he can speak very clearly. So we could communicate from the get-go, so it was really nice. And we have been taking a lot of walks around Sopot and Denia. We went to have some coffees. We are planning a meeting where I am going to visit his hometown, so I think we can make some really cool plans together. Remont Pom is a band that has been existing for more than 20 years in this organization, and I think it started like as another project for the people to have something to do, but it has evolved to become a serious music band. They have recorded some albums, they're on Spotify, they give concerts all over Poland and all over the world. They have been into Australia even, and it has been also a way for the participants in Remont Pom to build this very tight group. They have been friends for at least for 10 years, most of them. So, and they spend so much time together. They are just like a really tight group of friends who just happen to do music, and really nice music, by the way.
I think it depends on what you're looking for. I think this project has a lot to offer, and there are other projects who have different things to offer.
I think it's just a thing of experience. You need to live through it. You need to make some mistakes at the beginning to behave like an idiot for some time and just learn how to treat them.
Yeah, like if you want to, let's say, somehow escape or take a break of something in your life, and you have the chance of entering the European Solidarity Corps website and look for a project, it's really nice.
Definitely recommend it if you're a very open person, open-minded, if you want to see new places and are very open to just adapt also to new situations. It's definitely going to be different from what you know at home, no matter where you come from or from what you're used to, especially working with people with disabilities.
Okay, so when I arrived here, I've never worked with people with disability, So I didn't know what to expect, because the thing is that when you don't know people with disability, you can have some prejudices, like for instance that they can be aggressive, or that they won't understand you, they could ignore you because you don't speak Polish. It's not true. They will love that you're here, they will love whatever you do. I have never met one person that was aggressive to others. Sometimes they can be aggressive to themselves. Some of them can hit themselves, and that can be hard to deal with. But then you can ask a worker, because there's always other people here and never alone with them.
I think if you would like to be a volunteer in PSONI, it should be because you're looking for really the solidarity part of the solidarity project. Like, it's really hands-on, and it's mostly just getting to know people and being able to spend time with people.
I did not have experience working with people with disabilities professionally. I only had a cousin who has Down syndrome, and still all the experience I had from interacting with her was nothing like what I met here. So it is definitely suited a lot for people who want to have something completely new, because no matter what you're expecting, it's going to be a different situation.
Everyone is different, and everyone has like different disabilities. They have different ways of seeing the world and everything. So if you are gonna work with disabled people, first you have to get used to them, to what they like, what they not, why do they do some things, because some do not have any explanation, and they are just doing that because they make them feel better or something.
Honestly, what I would say is just don't be scared and just enjoy the moment, because everyone is nice, and something that is surprising is how much they help each other without being asked. Sometimes some of them, they see that you need help, they see that another one of them needs help, so they will come to them and help them without anyone asking. And this is very surprising, because it's not, for instance, something that us valid people do. So it was very surprising to see that they do that and we don't, and it's pretty enriching to see that. It's really, really nice.
The first thing that they tell you is that they are human beings, which is obvious. But sometimes it's hard to separate the disability from the person, and you need to get to that learning stage. And once you do that and you really start knowing the people and learning their personalities other than their disabilities, I think it gets easier. You just interact with them the same way that you interact with any other person.
At the end, I would like to say thank you to you, Gabi, Julio, Javi, Atlanta and Josie, for your amazing work and your presence here at PSONI Gdańsk. We will always remember you as a great people, and for us here always be a part of PSONI. Marcos, thank you also for you for making this amazing movie. And guys, I wish myself to always have such wonderful volunteers as you are. Thank you.